Hello, StarCraft fans! This is falconpaladin coming to you with yet another cheese compilation! Game number 1 will be between Dragon and Sir Vogels on Catalina, the latter edition. And let's introduce these players properly. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Dragon from Never Res, which I assume means Never Resurrect? Like an RPG thing. And in the top corner-ish of the map, we have the blue Terran player, Sir Vogels. So a PvT for game number 1 of the cheese compilation, which is just my every other weekly compilation of games that are cheesy, whether they succeed or fail in their cheese strategy. These are sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com. Have my screeners look them over. The best ones are chosen and sent back, and then I cast those again every other Wednesday. Thanks, huge shout out, and thanks to Jonathan and Logan, both who took time out of a busy weekend to get these done in just a couple of days, get through every single one that I got, send me the best ones, and give me time to cast it and post it for Wednesday. So it's a very tight schedule, very tight ship, but they get it done. I really appreciate them and all that they are offering to the channel. So, a PvT. Figured I'd choose one of these because, first of all, Protoss is a little underrepresented on the channel right now. For the Legacy of the Void stuff, I apologize. I'm going to try to rectify that very, very soon. And PvT, also a very neglected matchup. In general, it's neglected because that's a Gateway first here from Dragon and a double gas. Because it's the least popular matchup outside of the mirror matchups. People love ZVT, people like ZVP. PvT is kind of for the people, but I do try to represent all types of StarCraft 2, no matter what it is, even the mirror matchups, even if they're not as popular. So I should get on that sooner rather than later. I think that probe tried to block the SCV from coming in, but there was actually a little gap for him to sneak around. So double gate here with a cyber core, got the double gas running, and this probe has some sneakiness on his mind. Oh, just kidding. Maybe he's just scouting. Are you just scouting? I thought you were going to throw a proxy down. Nope. No such thing. All right, so Marine production has begun for the Terran player. He's got a command center on the way, a couple Marines, 4 or 5 Marines good against the initial Adept that's probably going to come and try to kill you, although this gateway's not doing anything for Dragon. He's got 2 gateways, which is great, and the cyber core is done, and I guess he has 2 gateways. He has one, then one that's coming in, and a forge here too. So the probe, oh, good luck with this probe. Good luck getting up this ramp without dying, and by that I mean you're going to die. Oh, survived. Nope. Another Marine at the top of the ramp inside the main. Nicely done. Other Marine of Sir Vogels. A little bit supply blocked here is Sir Vogels. Does finish the supply depot just as soon as I recognize that fact. And SCV and Probe fighting over here on the left side. I don't know if both players are trying to proxy and accidentally scouted each other or what, but does seem odd that they would meet over there. All right, so I did some casting with Gauntlet on Sunday, which I do pretty much every Sunday about 6 o'clock Eastern time. In the United States, live casting of StarCraft 2, we get Korean players who are on the up-and-coming. Sometimes we get players as recognizable as Snoot. Sometimes we get players as recognizable as, I'm trying to think of someone else who's been around lately. It's been, okay, not very many super pros have been around lately, but there's a player named Penguin, who's a younger Korean player who just kills it when he comes through. Also a really scary Terran player who goes by Natural. Also fantastic to watch. So, I mean, if you ever have some spare time on a Sunday, stop by, say hello. Twitch.tv/GauntletSC2. And I will say hi to you back. I promise. I'll at least type a heart into chat when you come on in. We can have some conversations that way. It's about a 3-minute delay on stream just to prevent stream cheating. And so in that situation, it might be a while before I can get to you on the stream if you put something into chat. But I will sometimes be able to alt-tab out of the game and say hello. How about that? Anyway, I was casting for Gauntlet, and they said I needed to use the WCS Observer interface, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it kind of grew on me as I did about 4 hours of casting with it on Sunday. So if you prefer that I use the WCS interface, let me know in the comments. If you prefer the Servant Obs interface that I have here, which I've been using for a really long time, like years at this point, and I like it a lot. I like the versatility that it gives me, but WCS gives me a lot of the same stuff, so let me know. Let me know your thoughts on that. And maybe I'll throw up a straw poll. A straw poll would be kind of fun. I believe it would. So very defensive Terran here. He is not moving out. We're 4.5 minutes in. He doesn't have a starport yet. Makes it very hard to move out. He does have a factory with a tech lab. And we are actually... Whoa! Hang on. He has thrown down cannons inside the Terran main base. Marines and Marauders show up here and are going to shut that thing down. Force fields trying to keep the Terran army away from this place, trying to get the sentries alive too. Look at these force fields Inside the main, get out of there. No sentries, don't die. One sentry does end up dead. I mean, these are definitely if you're going to kill anything, kill the Marine. Don't focus on the Marauder. You might get it. Oh, does get it, actually. Stalker joining the party. Cannon up. Being powered by this Warp Prism. What a ridiculous strategy. Guardian Shield here, too, from Dragon. What a great game for game number 1 here. The Cannon Rush with the Warp Prism powering the cannons inside the main base. This is the best cannon rush, most creative one I think I've ever seen. Okay, maybe seen it in a really long time. I don't want to take away from this, though. Oh, yes, get that tank. That is a priority to kill for you, Dragon. 2, 3 Stalkers chasing that thing down. Get it. 4 Stalkers chasing that thing down. Oh, a cannon's up now, so a pylon's up now, so the cannons are powered. And Stalkers just picking off Marines that are coming out of these barracks. They're rallying up here for some reason, which means they have a while before. Oh, no. Before they get there, a little bad manner from Sir Vogels, and Sir Vogels is defeated. Dragon is victorious in 6 minutes and 4 seconds. That was amazing. Yes, I like that a lot. By way of criticism for Sir Vogels, I would say focus down the Warp Prism. That's what your problem is right there. If you can focus down the Warp Prism with the few Marines that you had, I think he had 2 or 3, but you could focus those things down, let the Marauders take care of the sentries. I think it would have been okay, but in the end, it's how you react that matters here, and the creativity displayed here, fantastic. Out of Dragon. All right, we'll be back with game number 2 of this Cheese compilation in just a second. Welcome back, StarCraft fans. Cheese compilation number 19 from Falcon Paladin, and holy smokes, it is a worker rush. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, which has been recently vacated, is the Red Zerg player Asdf. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the Blue Terran player. It is Silky. All right, so Silky, we've talked about this. If you've watched any of my worker rush cheeses before on this compilation, you know SCVs can win in a straight-up fight against drones. They do more damage. They can repair themselves as well. Try to get a nice surround here. I mean, walling off is just not part of the equation right now. That's not going to happen, period. Maybe if you can... Well, he sees it coming, but it's too late. Reaction, even if it was perfect tier 1, and nope. I don't think he even saw it. The drones are bypassing the guy building the barracks, which seems like a mistake. SCV's actually pulling out here. Good job. Recognizing you want to have good positioning, that's more important. He's going to try to protect this barracks. Actually, wait, is he base racing this? Oh, he can lift off his command center and then send his SCVs down and just kill this hatchery and win the game. Oh, I had not considered this aspect of worker rushing a Terran player. Oh, yeah, he realized that Asdf's like, oh, wait, hang on a second, run, go back, but then you can land this command center, Silky, and start making workers again. Oh, do it so hard. Come on, man, land this, start building SCVs. You're safe. If any more drones show up, you can lift off again, no big deal. You can even hide your workers inside your command center. That would be great. That'd be a really great move. And at this point, I just think Asdf is completely dead. But what a play. What a ridiculous play here from Silky. Does he have enough DPS to get this thing down before the drones all show up? Maybe. Oh, I don't know. It's going to be close. About 50% complete, or done, as in finished, as in dead. Here. Have you landed this yet? No, all of his attention is down here. And the drones are trying to attack these SCVs and kill them. But they can only attack kind of one at a time here. It's going to be super mega close. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, gone. And building an extractor. And broodlings are here. And the broodlings. Oh, what? What a save by Asdf. He builds the extractor. He uses the broodlings to finish off the workers. It's 13 drones to 0 SCVs here. Silky, that was a mistake. That was a humongous mistake. Okay, so Silky doesn't have enough money to build another hatch. That is definitely not in play here. But maybe he can sneak some SCVs down to kill this extractor? Question mark? I mean, this is... it was there. He had it within his grasp. But then he forgot about the broodlings. He forgot about the ability to build an extractor over here. For Asdf, larvae are dying. That is the only thing left for Asdf. That's all he's going to be able to make too. Although, no, he can make another couple extractors somewhere. So then here come the drones. Get some shots off on that command center before he raises it, yo. Also, kill that SDV. Get inside the... Don't repair it. Load up. No. Did not happen. Okay, so this turns into a draw, right? Asdf has no way to hit this command center. It's lifted off. So that's it. That's your ball game. Nobody wins. We all just go home. It's a draw. Yeah, Silky says it's a draw. There's just that's it. Nobody can win. I don't know how many more times I can say this. Checking for additional bases is Asdf. Can't see one anywhere. Quick lol out of these guys. Come on. Just admit it's a draw. Can't wait that long, says Asdf, and he leaves. Hey, Silky wins! What an absolutely ridiculous worker rush game that was. Both sides of the map, both times, everybody getting hit. Silky, there you go. Silky was here. Silky wins the game by virtue of the fact Asdf didn't want to sit around for a draw. That's hilarious, ladies and gentlemen. That is very, very good. Very good stuff. All right, so that's it for game number 2 of Cheese Compilation number 19. We'll be back with more of this delicious, delicious cheese in just a second. Welcome back to Cheese Compilation with Falcon Paladin, everybody. This will be game number 3 here on Ascension to Ire, the Ladder Edition. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is Mick Rock. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Icon. Possibly Icon, but I'm going to call him Icon from now on. Before this gets too crazy, for those of you who are unfamiliar, to submit cheese to Falcon Paladin for possible casting, send it to falconpaladin@gmail.com with a subject of cheese. Doesn't matter when you send it, what time of day, what day of the week, what time of year, I will get it sent to my screeners eventually. And if it's good enough, it will show up in the next cheese compilation. And check this action out. Proxy Barracks from Mick Rock. So this is just going to be a 5-rax Marine. I believe it is. I believe it is, although we should have sent a couple more Marines out. The pros, if they do this strategy, have at least 3 Marines, or 3 SCVs here. Chuck down a couple more barracks, have 3 building, do a 2 more, start the Marine production. It's really good. Really strong. But the fact that Mick Rock here is just doing 1 at a time and sending another SCV out a little bit later worries me about Mick Rock's ability to do this thing. Also, this is why you drone scout. This is why you worker scout, you guys. I know it loses mining time. I understand that. But man, if you can come in here and see there's no barracks, prepare. You can prepare. And you're much, much more ready for whatever the heck is coming from your Terran opponent if you're the Zerg player Icon here. So, makes me worried. 2 more SCVs coming over. Yeah, see, these should have been here a while ago. Should have been here a while ago. Also, I think you need maybe a couple more SCVs to pull this off. So he is building 2 more. It is Mick Rock. That's good. And now he's getting gas. So maybe he's trying to go 5-rax Marine Reaper or something. Usually it's all Reaper or it's all Marines. It's not often something in between. Also, a good thing to do here is building a bunker right about here. Right about here, where you can actually still hit this hatchery before the hatchery finishes and the Zerg player can't see it. Oh, wait, something just clicked there, but it was blue, so it was Icon. You can get some Marines in that bunker and really ruin the Zerg player's day. Oh, is he doing it? It's too late, though. Yeah, I think it's too late. He should have started this a while ago, and he's going 2 bunker? All right, this is very brazen. Ladies and gentlemen, in full view of this Zerg, and God, oh, the drones come off the line for this. All right, drones are fast. They can chase down Marines without stim with little trouble, especially if they happen to be on creep. The SCVs building the bunkers are completely dead. The Marines are gone. Marines are rallying up here, and maybe you'll kill a drone, possibly, if you focus it down. But these uncompleted bunkers just aren't scary. Zerglings are out. Oh, good wrap around there to get that Marine. This Marine, too, might possibly... Nope, not going to survive drones. Drones with the kills. Queen out now, too. It was just late, just a little late, Mick Rock, and Mick Rock is out. The cheese has been defeated. Icon is your winner in 2 minutes and 54 seconds. Incredible play there from Icon. Good response, just pulling all the drones. Recognizing if you can kill this, the Terran player is in a horrendous amount of trouble. The lost mining time doesn't matter all that much. So yeah, recommendation for Terran players doing this. Put your bunker up a little bit further away. Actually, you know what? The vision of a hatchery is like this when it's morphing. So, that's probably fine. But build it before the hatchery finishes. And then get your Marines inside, and this turns into a much bigger problem for the Zerg player. All right, more cheese coming at you from Falcon Paladin in just a second. Welcome back to Cheese, everybody. This game will be between Zero and Tyler B. Free on Acolyte, Ladder Edition. In the top right-hand corner of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is 0. And in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Tyler B. Free. All right. Oh, I do want to mention, too, for cheese compilation submissions, try to keep them under 6 or 7 minutes, okay? Just try that. If it's really super amazing cheese, we can stretch it to 8 minutes or maybe 9, but anything beyond that is just failed cheese that turned into a regular game, basically. Generally. Again, if it's incredible, I reserve the right to do some longer stuff, but if it's just typical cheese, it needs to be 5, 6, 7 minutes, 2 minutes, 4 minutes. These are good. These are good lengths for cheese. Going to try to keep this short and sweet and pack as many of these into the compilation as we can. And so far, so good. Honestly, so far my screeners have done a great job keeping that down. Double gas from 0. Got some plans here. Sending out a probe too. The timing doesn't really rouse any suspicion. This is a scouting probe. This probe heading up to the top left-ish corner though. This one might have some craziness in mind. Floating glowing jellyfish. I like that glowing jellyfish. Way too much, I think. It's just, can I have one? Can I have one as a pet? How awesome would a super glowing jellyfish be in an aquarium at home? But then it wouldn't be free, Falcon. It wouldn't be free to roam about Acolyte, the latter edition, and explore and learn and fall in love with other glowing jellyfish. It's a good point. I probably shouldn't oppress the glowing jellyfish. There's another one. Yeah, see, they totally fall in love with each other. All right, probe here for Tyler B. Free. What you got, man? What is it? I mean, obviously a pylon. Derp. Double gas from 0 really implies that he's the one. Oh, I guess double gas from Tyler B. Free now, too, though. Cybercore on the way. Okay, I like this timing. You got the pylon that's going to finish about the same time the Cybercore does, so he can immediately throw down the Stargate or the Twilight Council or whatever he's going for here. Or the robotics facility. Is that what this is? Stargate? Put down your money now. And it is a robotics facility. Robo facility 0 trying to expand behind this. Going 1 gate expand with a Stargate here. Oh, so he does open Stargate, which a little more traditionally is not being proxied and therefore easily scoutable by a pro. But you know what? No scouting from Tyler B. Free. He's gonna cheese you and have no idea what he's gonna see when he tries. So that's very exciting. Now this could be a very strong build, even against Terran. We saw that at the Gauntlet Open Invitational on Sunday. Who was that? Early Protoss was playing Terran, which is confusing. I know. But it was early Protoss versus Natural, I believe it was, who's that terrifying Terran I mentioned previously. He did a double proxy robo, basically in the middle, like right here in the map, or maybe like right here. It was really interesting. Natural scouted everywhere around that thing, but didn't see it. And then just double pumping Immortal started showing up at his base, and it was over. I mean, it was an incredible play out of early Protoss, and very impressive. For sure. Yeah, that's your Immortal production from Tyler B. Free. He also has a gateway here. He's planning on warping in some units quickly to help out this Immortal. It's not a double proxy robo, just the one. He is working on Warp Gate, but he's not chrono boosting it. He is chrono boosting out the Immortal, as that's the important thing here. So, force fields are going to be huge here. 4-0, single stalker shows up for Tyler B. Free. Get out of range of Photon Overcharge. Get up here, slip over here. He could have done it. Oh, but then now there are Phoenix for the lift. Yeah, 1 anything versus 2 Phoenix is going to be a problem for the thing on the ground, except for Ultralisks and Colossus and Thors, because they can't be lifted because they're massive. Does it say that? Massive units are immune. Yes, it does say that. It's very explicit, actually, in that tooltip. So Phoenix are heading out, double pumping Phoenix, and Photon Overcharge is going to be able to save the day for Tyler here for a minute, but a cannon or 2 would not be bad. He doesn't have a forward. He doesn't have any stalkers down here to help with this. This might turn into a bit of a weird base race-ish type situation. I like this skin. I like whatever this war chest skin is for the Immortals. They look more like just tinky, solid, stubby units here. Double Photon Overcharge. Chasing the Phoenix away. Mothership Core took some shots there too. And down in Tyler's side of the map, expansion done for 0. Working on Void Rays. Void Ray production for 0. Not a bad idea, except for the number of stalkers on the ground, which is 6. And continuing to increase pretty much every few seconds here. All right, here comes a very strong proxy robo stalker push, and there's really nothing here for 0. Force field's good. Oh, is that force field enough to keep everybody out? I think Zealots could slip through that, but oh boy. Another sentry would not go amiss here, 0. He's trying. Oh, he's supply blocked. Oh no, he's supply blocked at the wrong possible time. At the worst possible time. If he had 2 or 3 sentries here, he could keep this ramp force fielded forever, but nope. They're through now. Cannons are popping up. Doesn't matter. Immortals laugh at your cannons. Stalkers laugh at your Mothership Core. Phoenix are here. Can they lift Immortals? They can lift Immortals. Lifting the Stalkers has got to be your priority, though. Lifting the No, don't worry about the Immortals. The Void Ray can take care of the Immortals. I know the Immortals are hurting real bad right now, but picking up the Stalkers and killing them has got to be what you need to worry about here. Stalkers, there are still 4 of them. This Stargate is trying to warp out a Void Ray real fast. Phoenix, again, pretty much unopposed, surprisingly. They are, but 0 with the GG anyway at 5.5 minutes. Was going to lose the Mothership Core. This Void Ray wasn't going to be enough against 5 Stalkers. No, definitely not. Especially not with his Phoenix support here. Well, again, the Phoenix support could have picked off the Stalkers a little bit better. Did end up killing only one. Is that unimmortal? No, that's not possible. No. What is happening here? Are these Immortals? No, these are Immortals. Hold on. Didn't he produce more than that for Immortals? Units tab, there are 2. Lost tab, there is. He didn't make 3 Immortals in this game, did he? Was it just the 3? Dang, seemed like they were a lot stronger than that. All right, fair enough. So again, picking up the Stalkers would have been the big deal, but didn't quite focus on that enough. I guess he killed 6 of them. Maybe he was doing better than I thought. I take it back. This was a really strong push. Good job, Tyler Be Free, getting the win against 0 here at Acolyte, and we'll be back with more cheese in just a second. Cheese compilation will continue with a game between Pro Hoops and Seductress on Odyssey, the latter edition. In the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Seductress, who we will refer to as a she from now on. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Pro Hoops from Daily Life Esports. All right. I mean, Pro Hoops, unless it's like NBA Live or basketball on the computer and the Xbox, I suppose that's entirely possible to have a Daily Life Pro Hoops type thing going on here. It's a fair combination. We'll roll with it. We will indeed. SCV coming out for Pro Hoops. Where are you going, man? Where are you going? Throwing down a barracks? And another SCV here coming down, throwing down yet another barracks. So this is going to be, here we go, third one too. So this is going to be a 5-Rax Marine executed a little bit more efficiently and more expertly by Pro Hoops here. But check this action out. The proxy gateway from Seductress. Double proxy gateway here. Going to be zealous. There's no gas coming up from the Protoss player at all. And you guys, again, this is why you scout. This is why you scout. Nobody actually likes scouting, though. Who am I trying to fool? Stealing the gas, too, I guess. Maybe to keep Banshees from being a thing. Maybe to keep Cyclones from being a thing. Pro Hoops is not worried about this. He says, you take my gas. I'm making all the Marines in the world. All of them. You hear me? Every single one. Oh, quick plug for the podcast, too. Just had a new episode pop up just a few hours ago. Wade and I, the Australian co-caster, talk about 9/11. We talk about chocolate and peanut butter and the combination thereof. Talk about meat pies a little bit. Talk about WCS Montreal that just wrapped up. Check it out. Check it out. There's a link in the description to the podcast. It's free. It's just an hour a week. Subscribing would be a wonderful place to go and spend an hour of your time every single week. If you're a podcast fan at all, you should give it a shot. We have new intro music. I forgot to mention that. New intro music from Concordia Recordings. I like it. I like it quite a bit. All right, so the Zealots are on the way from Seductress, and Pro Hoops is in trouble. Pro Hoops can't do anything about this, but he also is sending SCBs and Marines up into the Seductress's base, where there's nothing to stop this either. Oh, man, a cannon would have been so good here. You have a forge, Seductress. Why is there no defense? Alrighty, then. This pylon's going to kill everything. Going to kill the forge, going to kill the cybernetics core. Probes coming on in. Are they going to actually... they might actually try to save... they're just running. Oh, they're going to attack. Nope. They are just running. And our first pair of Zealots heading on up into this mineral line. Once again, the Terran player can just lift. So I think this is a Terran win. I really don't see how this is anything but. Yeah, yes, all these SCVs are going to die if they try to fight. Why are you trying to fight these Zealots? You don't have enough to do this. It takes a lot of SCVs to fight 2 Zealots, turns out. Yes, it really does. All right, so the Marines and the SCVs just going to town over here on Seductress's side of the map. She has center probes down here, but again, lifted command center means so. Pro Hoops does not care. Does not care a whit for this. You can't lift off your Nexus. So I think that's it. I think it's just going to come down to the Seductress recognize that she's dead. Right? Seems entirely possible. Going to be revealed here. That's going to tell Hoops everything he needs to know about the situation. Come on, pull it up. Your opponent is being revealed. Oh, so close to having 400 minerals, too. So close to having 400 minerals. I don't know if, you could have maybe hid another one. There it is. There's the revealed message. Here from the helpful StarCraft 2 AI. It's a rudimentary AI. If player A does not have any town hall structures, then post this message, right? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Zealots. The Zealots are going to try to attack into 15 Marines and 3 SCVs. Not going to go well. It's not going to go well for these Zealots. They're strong, though. They are brave. Why aren't your probes here? Your probes should be fighting, too. Ah, poor Zealots. They killed nothing before they died, and that's it. Seductress is out with a rage quit. Hoops is victorious, and he leaves the game, too. So, really strong push, actually. A three barracks push here from Hoops with some SCVs. I like it as meat shields. Especially works if your opponent is proxying on the other side of the map, and you can lift your buildings. So this is why Terran players are more likely to cheese, I would say, is because they can run away and get away with it. All right, that's it for that cheese. We'll be back with more in just a second. More cheese here between Dr. Emboss and Xenomorph. On Abyssal Reef, the latter edition, we are here with the fish. In the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is Xenomorph. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Dr. Emboss. I like that name. Dr. Emboss sounds very formal. Sounds kind of like a mortician, honestly. Maybe it's close to like embalming. Dr. Embalming. But emboss, that's actually another thing entirely. To emboss something. That's a verb, right? It's late. I don't know. Xenomorph throws out the he has plans. Does he have plans? He's got plans. He hasn't started doing anything yet, but that's going to set off the warning bells in Dr. Emboss's head. He's sending a probe out immediately to scout. This is something that Protoss players do anyway, against Terran especially. Getting up here for the scout, seeing exactly what's going on, counting the number of gas, checking the number of barracks. All these things can help a Protoss survive the first 5 minutes against a Terran. Oh, command center first. Well, someone is feeling presumptuous this morning. The probe could take that thing down so easy, but I don't think he's going to find it. Yeah, he's going to scout on in here and see there's no barracks and say, where's your barracks, buddy? Where's your expansion? You have to be doing something with your money, and he is correct. He is right about that. Building a barracks, and is he going to wall the probe in? He should wall the probe in so we can't go find your command center. No! Doesn't get the wall. All right, that's fine. Checks, is there barracks? Oh, I'm getting proxied. At this point, you should be saying, I am getting proxied. Oh, snap. But also at the same time, never mind. Engineering Bay barracks. Here at the front door. Oh, I'm getting pinned. Mineral walks out. Yes, you do that by right-clicking on a mineral patch anywhere on the map, and the probe or whatever worker it is will walk through any units that are pinning it to where it is. Says Xenomorph. I like this very much. I think he's going to turn this command center into a planetary fortress. Is the plan, once he has enough of the monies to do so. And he doesn't yet. Well, he has enough money. He doesn't have enough gas. Does he have enough gas? I forget how much it is. Is it 150? 150. Okay, so not quite enough, but he's close. The timing actually not bad for the Terran player here. 150. Bam. Let's do this thing. Planetary fortress upgrade. Go! Not going. That's totally fine. A lot of gateways down here for the Protoss player. Robotics facility going to be the tech of choice. Here from Dr. Emboss. And this is still not a planetary fortress. Dude, this one going to be... that's a third base. Man, this is a greedy Terran player. Throwing up a bunker to allow for any early harassment from the Protoss player. But check it out. There is an adept, but playing defensively from Dr. Emboss. Working on just regular adepts, getting cybernetics core. No expansion. Should be making Xenomorph feel extraordinarily terrified. Actually, I can do that. This is a trick I learned from the WCS interface. You can swap. So a Xenomorph is on the top of the map. You can put him up there. We're going to do that. Oh, the tricks I learned on Sunday. So dang useful. And all the hotkeys are the same too. That's real nice. That makes a switch between WCS interface and Servant Obs pretty painless, honestly. building another? Oh, this is just the same one. This is finally being upgraded to a planetary fortress, so that's good. Warp Prism on the way out of this gateway. I mean, a super adept attack would be pretty good. Especially off of one base, it'd be very, very fast. And it is. We're 3.5 minutes in. The Warp Prism is almost done. And it's time to move. All right, Dr. Emboss, you got this thing? Load up. Load them up. There it is. Loading 4 of them up. One side transferring her way across the map. And there's really no aggression Xenomorph can do here. He has a total of 3 Marines. They're all sitting inside this bunker. If Adepts start just messing with his main base, this is not a planetary fortress. I think he's going to lose all his SCVs. How about his natural? That's going to be a PF. All right, so that's going to survive a little bit, but losing your main is bad news bears. But keeping your second and your third, not a bad trade-off. I would say, yeah, this Adept gets murdered by the planetary fortress and bunker of Marines here at the natural base. Scattered on in, found the PF. Accidentally scouting this third, I think. Didn't know it was here. No. Also, missile turret getting some shots off on that Warp Prism. Not able to kill it, but again, so little defense. Here inside this main base, Dr. Emboss is just going to wreck it. All the SCVs are running. That's the smart move here. Smart move. Some stay behind and do end up getting killed. Yeah. Yeah, others do manage to escape and basically start mining from the natural. No big deal. So that's the thing. Terran players can lift off their buildings. This has kind of been a recurring theme for this cheese compilation, is that Terran players can lift, and if you don't have anything that can shoot air, they're going to be in an okay spot. Actually, Adepts, can they? All right, they probably could take down this bunker. But that planetary fortress is really bad news. Good repair on the SCVs, too. Keeping it alive, Xenomorph. Excellent job, Xenomorph. All right, some stalkers finally warping in to deal with this floating stuff. Floating stuff that's going on. Non-Terran players are very upset about this. Why can they lift off their buildings? It's so unfair. Yeah, I can kind of see your argument there, honestly. Engineering Bay is going to die. Adepts coming on in to see exactly what they're dealing with. And that, oh, get behind the mineral line. There it is. Dr. Emboss behind the mineral line, out of range of the planetary fortress because there is no high-sec auto-tracking. No range upgrade for this planetary fortress. Ah, Xenomorph is mad. He's so mad. So I guess you can do the same thing here at the third, right? Just walk behind the mineral line. Don't walk on the inside, though. You will die. Okay, not actually. You got lucky to get in. That's... What are you talking about? Warped in. Warp prismed in. Didn't walk in. Dang, the range. The rage from Xenomorph, and he's out. That is a super rage quit from Xenomorph. Dang. Super upset, but good. Actually, that was better than I think I could have come up with from Dr. Emboss. Got some stalkers in there for the anti-air to take down the buildings. Warped in behind the mineral lines, which were not covered. We're not covered here by Xenomorph. Thought about that. Should have thought about that before triple expanding, well, I guess double expanding, when your opponent was on one base and thought you were safe. Thought you were safe, but you weren't. Dang, that's another Protoss win. We have a couple of those today. Good job, Protoss players. Way to represent. And we'll be back with more cheese in just a second. Welcome back, StarCraft fans. Cheese compilation number 19. This will be a game between Meaty and Mini Titan here on Interloper, the latter edition. And we've sped things up a little bit here because it's a bit of a longer replay, but there is somebody we trust for cheese replays in this replay. And let's get right on into it. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Mini Titan, throwing out that how's your day going. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, it is the blue Protoss player. It is Meaty. Mini Titan says, oh, I'm glad you're having a good day. I keep on getting noobs trying to cannon rush me. Interesting. I don't think anybody's cannon rushing here. No. It's funny how mad they get when it doesn't work, says Mini Titan. Is he trying to just psych out his opponent? Is he just assuming the other guy's cannon rushing, but he's not. So, I mean, no. Nobody's cannon rushing here. It's just regular double gate opening into Cybernetics Core. Got an expansion on the way from Mini Titan. Expansion now starting for Meaty. So just a little bit later, but both players have their double gas. And it looks like Warp Gate is a little bit faster here for Mini Titan as well. So Mini Titan doing the same thing, just a little bit better than his opponent so far. And that's kind of how you win mirror matchups, is can you do what needs to be done a little bit better than your opponent. Twilight Council and a robotics facility coming up for Meaty. And just gateway here for Mini Titan. No higher tech yet, so that could be a problem for him if a couple of Immortals show up. Did he cancel? Whoa, he canceled his Nexus, and he's throwing down Twilight Councils and gateways up here. Okay, Mini Titan, he's doing something crazy here. I like this very much. Did his opponent, he canceled the Nexus after his opponent saw it go down. Well, saw it get constructed anyway, and there's a Dark Shrine. Where's your Dark Shrine? Actually, blue Dark Shrine. My colors were mixed up there, so not proxying, but putting a Dark Shrine in the corner of his map where Mini Titan can't see it. So this could turn into a base race type situation where there's just a huge army here for Mini Titan and some DTs out for Meaty, and that's all she wrote. Do you have Warp Gate? You have Warp Gate. You can make these gateways into Warp Gates. Getting an Observer here, good. Excellent. Any sign of detection available for Mini Titan? No Forge. No Robotics Facility, and just working on Charge for the Zealots. So this is a very strong proxy attack for Mini Titan, but he has nothing to do with Dark Templar, and that could really come back to bite him. Dark Shrine is done. Oh, Warp Prism loading up here. Going to try to sneak on into the main base of Mini Titan, and unload these DTs, and Mini Titan is, let's just say he's in a lot of trouble, but not on this side of the map. No siree Bob. On this side of the map, he's destroying everything that Meaty has, because Meaty doesn't have an army. Basically, DT's chasing the probes out of there. Get out of here, probes. Yeah, honestly, stay here and murder stuff, DTs. Stay a while. Also, maybe warping some more DTs here for base defense. If you're Meaty, I like this plan. But you only have 2. Okay, he is warping 1 in. Here it is. All right, so 1 Dark Templar is going to try to deal with this thing, and actually going to have a lot of success, if just because there is no detection at all for Mini Titan. He doesn't even have an Oracle, so the natural base for Meaty is gone, but I think that's okay. I really think that's okay. So this is just base race time now. Dark Templar on here hacking away at stuff. Immortal getting surrounded by Zealots. Photon Overcharge comes up way too late for that. Sentry's taking on the Mothership Core for Meaty, and I don't know. I mean, at this point, it's just a base race. Can this Dark Templar kill everything that Mini Titan has up here before all his buildings are gone? That's what it really comes down to. Wait, where did it go? Where'd the Dark Templar go? Why are you running away? No. Save your stuff. No. All right. The problem with base racing this is you don't have enough DPS to win, and you don't know about this proxy stuff up here either. So staying here and just killing these sentries and killing these stalkers would be a much better use of this Dark Templar, although he is expanding. All right, so Meaty is expanding here, rebuilding his base right before that Nexus finishes. Oh, another DT has showed up for Meaty too. Okay, so this DT gonna cause some problems for the day. Yeah, Mini Titan really doesn't have a path in which to get detection right now. I guess maybe he could try to throw up a forge over here. It's just cybernetics core, but that's a long path to get to robotics facility. Supply blocked is Mini Titan here too, and this expansion of Meaty is looking real good. This is one of the last places I think Mini Titan's going to check for a base. Oh, crikey. All right, where are you, Dark Templar, going? I don't feel... No, seriously, where are you going? People under stressful situations in this game sometimes have problems happen. Scouting the base with the Mothership Core is Mini Titan, and nothing can shoot up here. Mothership Core is just going to kill all the things. I'm going to try. DPS is not good. Not great at all. Dark Templar just running around hacking at stuff in the middle of Nowheresville. Force field trying to keep this DT away, but this DT really good against sentries. Oh, unless you force field them away as they're going to hit. That was amazing. Yep, hack. Hackety hack. Oh, an Archon for Meaty. Excellent job. Yes, Dark Templar. 2 of them changing themselves and taking out the Mothership Core. All right, so Archon, 17 kills on this dude. When? Oh, right. If you take 2 Dark Templar that have kills individually and work them together, the Archon gets those kills cumulatively. Cumulatively is what it is. All right, so this game is a little bit insane so far. I like it. I like it very much. Oh, robotics facility is done for Mini Titan. Meaty really made a mistake not scouting around for stuff, not trying to make sure this didn't happen, because this happening is not good news. Not good news for our blue Protoss player. Dark Templar has 5 kills, but everybody just runs away. And there's the Observer for Mini Titan. First Observer out. Hero Observer is out. Stalker is going to try to... Oh, dead. Templar has 6 kills, but now Stalker has the upper hand. Gonna try to kill this here Zealot while getting whacked on by the... Yeah, that's just a rough place to be. And he dead. Dark Templar here, it's too late. It's too late for that, Meaty. The Observers are out. You can't do much about it. Can he get back to this? I think he can walk back and get this pylon if he wants, but check this action out. Take this Observer present. Run away from the Observer. Oh. Oh. All right, that's the beginning of the end. That is the end for Meaty. I know he has a base. You're like, but Falcon, he has a base. Yeah, but so does Mini Titan, and Mini Titan has a bigger army. And detection. Mini Titan throws out the... What a fun game. Yeah, this was a really insane game. Double Observer here from Mini Titan. Just making sure no more DTs show up and try to ruin his day, but Meaty has exactly an Archon for an army right now, which doesn't seem like it's enough. Really doesn't seem like it's enough. So he's going to kill this main base. No big deal. No opposition to that. Proxy saved his bacon. On that one, repowering his warp gates and no longer supply blocked and actually has some income, which is kind of incredible. Right now, both players have 15 to 10 workers. Meaty has more workers, which means he has gas income in addition to his mineral income. What are you, Crab Beetle? Hey, Crab Beetle. Observer comes in to scout things out, takes a shot from a cannon, says, ow. Now, you're going to just... I think he's just going to take this. Honestly, Mini Titan with his Zealots and his Stalker. I think he's got these 2 cannons. I think he has this Archon. I think he has the Zealot. There's just not enough here from Meaty to save the day. So, here we go. No, maybe. Internet still holding out. Oh, a Zealot showed up in Mini Titan's mineral line, killing some of his probes. Oh, that's so annoying. But Zealot's just going for it here. And that's it. Meaty recognizing the writing on the wall. He leaves the game, and Mini Titan is victorious. Crazy little PvP there. Okay, we'll be back with more cheese. Not sure how many more, but we're getting there in just a second. It is time for a TVT, ladies and gentlemen, for the cheese compilation. And it will be between Rocket and Dominion here on Acolyte the Ladder Edition. And in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is Rocket, represented by a rocket raccoon spinning logo from Guardians of the Galaxy. And in the top right-hand corner of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Dominion. So Dominion with a spinning Protoss logo, actually. I don't recognize who that Protoss is. I'm racist against Protoss. They all look the same to me. And so TVT action here. Looks like we do have a war chest skin on these SCVs from Rocket. So I like it. Kind of the arms look a little bit buffer. Got the StarCraft's logo up on there. That's not new. I don't think that's part of the Warcraft's chest, or the Warcraft's chest? War chests for StarCraft. Anyway, both players being very polite to each other. And who's the cheeser? It looks like it's going to be Dominion. He is sending an SCV down with all sorts of craziness on his mind. And by craziness, I mean, never mind. He's just regular type scouting. For a second there, based on his attack path, I thought he was doing something crazy. Because don't you usually... I guess that's the usual attack path. Just look kind of weird on this map. Double gas from Rocket here, which usually means you have something crazy happening. And he's throwing a 3 supply depot block up here. What is happening? Also using way too many SCVs to kill this other SCV. But does manage to get it because mineral walking does not happen with Dominion. Kablooey! Kablooey, I say, and I don't understand what he's doing here. So he's got double gas, 5 workers on this refinery. He's going to fix it. He fixed it to 4. And he fixed it 3. Okay, excellent. That is good news. That is good news for all people everywhere. Barracks is making a Reaper from Dominion. So that's very good. I am fairly sure that's a Reaper from Dominion. So a 2-Rax Reaper here from the blue Terran player. Going to try to come in and do some stuff. And Rocket hasn't really done anything with his life to this point. He's making a barracks now, but it just seems a little bit late. Yeah, this 2-Rax Reaper off of 1 base with a double gas behind it. I don't understand what Dominion's trying to do. I think this might be a bit of a lower replay. But you know what? Cheese of all levels is welcome at the cheese compilation. We're not snobs when it comes to this kind of thing. So here come our Reapers, which look so buff. The war chest is here, though. Look at how long those arms are. They look like, I mean, I guess those are partly guns, too. They look like gorillas. I always have complaints about new skins. I'm a man of tradition. What can I say? So your wall is nice, but it will help you 0 against these Reapers. And the Reapers in the hands of a pro player, I think this is just it. For our Terran guy. Oh, okay, he doesn't have an engineering bay up. Is he going to planetary fortress this thing, his main? He has to. I think he has to, because these Reapers, again, unless they're dumb enough to get surrounded, are going to kill all of your things. Don't get surrounded. Good job not getting surrounded. Kaboo, kaboo, kaboo. Good kiting, actually, on display here from Dominion. I like this very much. Don't lose one. Yeah. All right, hopping out. Not the cleanest. Not the cleanest, but still not terrible either. No, come back in. Yes, yes, more Reapers are showing up. So it's a 2-Rax Reaper, which is kind of the cousin of the 3-Rax Reaper, I suppose. Also a factory and a starport follow-up. Reapers hopping on in to this main. Still not a planetary fortress. I feel like that's kind of what you want to do. Is planetary fortress, but 4 Reapers are so scary. Oh my gosh. KD8 charges here would be real good at blowing back the... Oh, there it is. KD8 charges and doing damage too. And the SCVs are severely injured. Look at these guys. Look how red and yellow and orange they are. That's a sign of a very sickly SCV. All right, what is our player making here? He's making his own Reapers? No, Marauders, actually. All right, hit himself with some KD8 charges there to Dominion. Oh, but even, oh boy, these SCVs. Alrighty then, that's gonna be it for the SCVs, I guess. Wow, is he gonna save any? He's gonna save 2 with the Marauders. Concussive shells up. That was actually a pretty smart choice, getting concussive shell on those Marauders. Problem is, the Reapers are fast, and if they don't want to stick around with these Marauders shooting them in the back, they don't have to stick around. No. Go back in. Finish him off. Finish him off. This is going to be a planetary fortress in just a few seconds. The Reapers going after supply depots, which is not going to supply block rockets, even the tiniest bit. No, don't. Losing another Reaper to the Marauders. Reaction time does not the greatest. And suddenly it's 28-2 on that harvester count. This is not going well at all for our red Terran player. More Marines coming on down here. Got ourselves tanks in production. Excellent. He's a little supply blocked. He has the opposite problem that Rocket has. Rocket has 47 supply for 10 people. Not great. Not great at all. Well, 10 supply worth of people, not 10 units, because he actually has 6 units, because Marauders are 2 supply each. And SCVs are 1. Alright, so I feel like you show up here with a couple tanks. There's 1 tank on the way. That looks like a mercenary tank, a Merc tank from the Wings of Liberty campaign is what that looks like. I mean, honestly, you set that up down here, you hop the Reapers up here, or just go, yeah, that's fine too. This is totally fine too. And don't just sacrifice your dudes. Yeah, this tank is in great position to ruin people's days right now. Marauders are shooting down from the high ground. It always has a weird animation. Actually, that tank can be hit, but never mind, it doesn't matter. Tanks hit Marauders for so much because Marauders are armored. Yeah, I think this is it. This tank was a beautiful follow-up from Dominion. Also, Banshees with Cloak. There's no way. There's no way Rocket comes back at all. Unless you lose everything to this planetary fortress, which was very close. Very close to doing. Don't lose the tank. Don't you lose that tank. Okay, lost the tank. That's fine. And the Marauder makes it into the bunker. Oh, what a clutch play. What a clutch play, but I don't think it matters. I really don't. Another tank is showing up here. These Reapers can combat shield heal themselves right up to full health again. Tank setting on up. Banshee here. Yeah. Banshee, this is it. This is all she wrote for our red Terran player, Dominion. Getting the win with the 2-Rax Reaper into tank into Banshee. I like it. I like it quite a bit. Yeah, Marauders, generally fine choice, but man, when the Banshees show up, that's when you know you're in trouble. When you know you're in an awful big heaping bunch of trouble. And there are even some Marines here to shoot down the buildings in case they try to lift off. Dominion has a nice little composition. I like it very much, and he's going to win this thing. There's no way that Rocket comes back with 2 supply. That's the good game. And Rocket is defeated. Dominion is victorious here in 7 minutes and 13 seconds. Great job. Great job by you, Dominion. Getting that win. And we'll come back with more cheese in just a second. the final game of the cheese compilation will be between Dragon and Hard Sandwich on Ascension to Ire, the latter edition. In the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Dragon. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the blue Terran or Zerg player. It is Hard Sandwich. A lot of Terrans, a lot of Protoss in this compilation, I realize, so threw in a Zerg one here to wrap it up just for some equal representation, as I try to do. I don't always manage to pull it off, but sometimes I do. All right, quick pool. Early pool, 12 pool, I believe, from Hard Sandwich into an extractor here, too. Taking a couple more workers just to round up to about 13 or 14, as it seems. Getting that gas as soon as Zergly possible is Hard Sandwich. And this pool, this is going to be some early speedlings out from the Zerg player. Is Dragon going to be ready for it? I mean, it's going to be a 1-gate expand based on everything we know about Protoss in the current build of Legacy of the Void. It's just, this is what they do. This is how they roll. So immediately we're going to get, well, a pair of Lings anyway, and a couple Overlords. Oh, he got supply blocked. No. No, Hard Sandwich. You gotta make those Overlords before your pool is done, so you can actually make Lings when the pool is done. Okay, that delays it. That delays it quite a bit. And actually, no, not 1-gate expanding as Dragon. That's going to save him. That is going to save him. And how? Double gas from Dragon, too. He's planning on some shenanigans against the Zerg player. Maybe not as overtly cheese as this is from Hard Sandwich. I'm trying to think of what the heck a Hard Sandwich is. Maybe a sandwich like on a hard roll. I mean, they have those. They're not exactly like rocks or anything, but they're harder than regular bread. Usually more something in New York City-ish, East Coast living than where I am. Anyway, all right, so Zerglings hanging out. Just gonna go up the ramp and gonna pretty much see everything. No, don't kill the Cybercore. Kill probes. Gotta kill probes. Gotta kill probes or maybe pylon. Cybercore not a good choice here. Yeah, so going after this pylon. Probe's not quite sure what to do. Making a mothership core would be real handy here, and also the fact that these Lings are not all attacking. You're not getting the whole surface area of this pylon. Dude, if you can get this pylon too, I'm not kidding, you can depower Dragon pretty well here, and he's in a lot of trouble. There's a pylon coming up in the main mineral line for Dragon, which he can photon overcharge that pylon, but oh my goodness. Oh, get in there and kill the pylon. Get in there, get in there now. He's trying to get in there now, but no, the probes, it's too much. Good job getting out, though. That photon overcharge would have ruined his day. Don't get in there. He's trying to maybe bait a photon overcharge. Dude, if he can get a single photon overcharge and out and just wait it out. This is interesting. Oh, speed is done too. There's the photon overcharge. Back out. Attack some other stuff for a minute. Gonna let this cannon finish for Dragon. That's not great. But I think this is kind of what he has to do for Hard Sandwich. He's one base speedlinging this thing like a boss. Okay, go now. Go now. Mothership core does not have enough for a photon overcharge. That cannon is not done. You have so many Zerglings. You almost have a full paint. You have 22 Zerglings in here. Go. Go get the cannon. Get the cannon. No, only a couple Zerglings can attack at a time. What a great placement here from Dragon. I think the cannon's going to die anyway. And in fact, it is. It does go down. Lings decide. And there's the photon overcharge. Ah, you had a window. You had a window there in which to get more stuff done, Hard Sandwich, and you wasted it. All right. Photon overcharge when it is done. What is this thing? An Immortal? I don't think you want Immortal against Zerglings. Alrighty then. Gonna try to take down this robotic facility before the Immortal comes out. It's gonna be super duper close. And oh, he gets it. Oh my gosh, he gets it. All right. Take down these cannons. Take down these cannons. Okay, the Forge is a fine target, but okay, so key here is you have taken down the Protoss's ability to make higher tech stuff than cannons. You're expanding behind this, which is real good. And all right, so this is up to you, Hard Sandwich, to lose this game. I mean, it is 23-12 Harvesters. There's been a lot of cut drones to make this thing happen by Hard Sandwich. Also, he's floating about 800 minerals. Yeah, it is hard. You can't produce enough units off of one base in Legacy of the Void to use all of your money. You just don't have enough larva production to make it happen. So that's why he has a second base, which is good. That's why he's getting another queen. Ling's running on in here. But I mean, 4 cannons plus a photon overcharge is available for Dragon 2. It's just I'll just sit back, expand, maybe plan some kind of a follow-up with Ravagers. Ravagers would be real good if you are hard sandwich. Hard sandwich. Warpgate research on the way from Dragon. I always say that. I think that's a holdover from Husky. Did Husky used to call it Warpgate research? Because it's just Warpgate. I mean, technically it's research Warpgate, so I'm not even saying it correctly. I have the right words, just not in the right order. And a third hatch on the way from Hard Sandwich. Okay. Yeah, he's caught up in worker count now. So, I mean, all of that has basically just kind of put him even with the Protoss. Except that he has basically 3 bases. And Dragon has 1, and he's making more cannons. Oh, this is not... I don't know if this is good. Dragon, I think you're over-making cannons a little bit here. All right. But I'm not the one in this situation. It's hard for me to critique what goes on when everybody is so incredibly stressed out in games like this. Lair, upgrading from Hard Sandwich, got a Roach Warren, and yeah, I think this is going to be some kind of a Ravager follow-up. So Zergling's trying to see what they can see, just trying to scout in, getting murdered for their trouble, but it does give Hard Sandwich a decent idea of what's going on here. That's not bad at all, is it? No. What the GeForce Experience button? Didn't mean to press that at all. Twilight Council coming in for Dragon 2. So this one base thing, I don't know what he's planning on doing. I'm not kidding. Is he just going to Zealot counterattack here, or... That might actually be pretty good. Just kind of a mass Zealot thing. If he can go like 1 base, 5 gate charge lot, when Hard Sandwich is basically going Zergling, I kind of like it. There's your Warp Gate. There's your charge. All right, Dragon, I like what you're thinking. I like where your mind is at. I do enjoy that Hard Sandwich is scouting places, looking for other bases that Dragon's trying to hide from him. We've seen games lost in the past, the recent past, where one player thought the other player was on the ropes, and they were backed into a corner, but no, secret base, or 2. You know, somewhere else he didn't bother scouting. 45 to 23 Harvesters. Hard Sandwich is droning up hard, and getting a, well, was getting a Spire. Now getting a Baneling Nest. I don't know about this. I am questioning. Okay, Banelings are great against Zealots, so that's a bit of a happy accident from Hard Sandwich. I don't think he knew that's what was going on. Glio Reconstitution. Roach is also very good against Zealots. And Dragon is moving out normal style. I thought he would try to sneak the Warp Prism in and get some Zealots warped in here, but he's just moving right on out with his Zealots, with his Sentries. He is following the rule that even if you're scared, even if you were cheesed in the early stages of the game, don't be afraid to counterattack. Go counterattack. Your opponent either cut a ton of workers to get where they are. Well, they did. They cut a ton of workers to get where they are, and they don't have the army to compete with you necessarily without staying down on that worker count, or they droned up like this. Okay, so 30 more Zerglings in production right now. Don't attack now. Wait for those Lings. Wait for the Lings. Great force fields. Roach is on top of the Zealots, though, from distance. Trying to take those down. This is a close one. This is a close little battle going on right now. A couple Zealots getting murdered by the Lings. More Lings in production. Do we have the Larva? We don't have the Larva to do this from Hard Sandwich. He's on 3 bases, but his injects have not been good enough. Oh, he has so much money. This could be 100 Lings. This could be so many Lings. Okay, 50 Lings. 50 Lings, but instead he gets force fielded out. His drones are trying to escape through the force fields. Not going to happen. Roach is popping out here at the 3rd base, getting absolutely murdered immediately. Zealot, Sentry, working for the counterattack for Dragon. What an absolutely insane comeback from the Protoss player. Hard Sandwich droned up a little bit too hard. Didn't have the injects, didn't have the Larva running. I mean, the inject's actually pretty good at the main, but is it here the natural that's the problem? I don't know. I don't know what it was. But Zealots are here. There's some Spine Crawlers coming up. Those should have been coming up about a minute ago. They'd be done by now. But regardless, Zealots on top of everything. Queen's getting murdered here too. Goodbye, Spine Crawlers warping in additional units. This 1 base attack of Dragon making it happen. Hard Sandwich trying to throw up a million Spine Crawlers at once, and that's an ah. He thought he had it. He thought he had it. Got too greedy. Yeah. Going for that 3rd base. Should have finished the game. Yes. Honestly, a Ravager counterattack, another follow-up rather, would have done it. But that's it. Dragon's your winner. And we finished this thing with a Protoss victory over Zerg, of all things, for Cheese compilation number 19. Bwah. All right. So that's going to be it from me. Thank you so much for watching today. I do appreciate all the support I get from you in the YouTube universe, also on Twitch, those of you who come by to say hi when I'm casting for Gauntlet. But yeah, that's going to be it. So go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /falconpaladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.